Aloha everyone, I'm Jason Wong, Principal Broker at Island Dragonfly. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the silent killer of Hawaii real estate. It's not termites, it's not the price of milk, it is salt. If you are buying, selling, or building near the ocean in Hawaii, you need to understand that the air here is chemically aggressive. It wants to dissolve your house. I see so many luxury renovations that look gorgeous on day one and look like a science experiment gone wrong 2 years later. So let's do a deep dive on what corrodes, what lasts, and how to keep your investment from turning into dust. First up, let's talk about the biggest lie in construction: stainless steel. I walk into homes and the listing agent says, "Oh, look at these stainless steel railings." And I have to stop myself from asking, "Yeah, but what grade is it?" Here is the science. Most stainless steel you see at the hardware store is grade 304. That is kitchen grade. It is great for a refrigerator in Kansas. In Hawaii coastal air, grade 304 is just rust waiting to happen. It will develop those ugly tea-colored stains within months. You need grade 316. The difference? Molybdenum. Grade 316 has molybdenum added to the alloy, which specifically resists chlorides, the salt in the air. If you are paying for stainless railings, fixtures, or hardware within a mile of the ocean, demand 316 marine grade. If it doesn't say 316, assume it's going to rust. Next, let's talk about concrete. People think concrete is forever. It's rock, right? Wrong. Have you ever seen a concrete lanai with chunks popping off the ceiling? That is called spalling. It is basically concrete cancer. Here is why it happens. Concrete is porous. Salt, air, and moisture seep in and find the steel rebar inside. When steel rusts, it expands. It gets bigger. That pressure builds up inside the concrete until, pop, it blows the face of the concrete off. If you are building, you use epoxy-coated rebar or fiberglass rebar. And you make sure the cover, the depth of concrete over the metal, is thick enough to seal it in. If you are buying a condo and you see patches on the ceiling, ask about the spalling history. It is an expensive fix. Now, let's talk about galvanized steel. You will hear builders say, "Don't worry, it's galvanized." That is not enough information. Electro-galvanized is a thin coating that is useless here. It's lipstick on a pig. You want hot dipped galvanized. This means the steel was literally dipped into a bath of molten zinc. The zinc sacrifices itself to save the steel. If you look at the metal connectors under a deck and they are shiny and thin, run. If they look dull, gray, and thick, that is hot dipped. That is what we want. Let's move to the fun part: decks. Everyone loves the idea of a composite deck because it's maintenance free. And yes, it won't rot. But have you ever walked on plastic composite in the Hawaiian sun at noon? It is essentially a skillet for your feet. It gets incredibly hot. Real wood, specifically hardwoods like ipe or kumaru, are incredible. They are so dense they naturally resist rot and termites. However, ipe will turn silver gray if you don't oil it. So your choice is, do you want a composite deck that burns your feet but looks the same forever? Or a real wood deck that feels cool but requires oiling to stay brown? Pick your poison. Just don't use pressure-treated pine for a luxury deck. It warps, it twists, and it looks cheap. Finally, the thing that actually makes houses fall apart: the fasteners, the screws and bolts. I cannot tell you how many times I see a beautiful 316 stainless steel bracket held in place by a cheap zinc-plated screw. This causes something called galvanic corrosion. When you mix two different metals, like stainless steel and regular steel, and add salt water, you create a battery. One metal will eat the other one, literally. If you are doing a renovation, ensure your contractor is using compatible metals. Stainless screws with stainless hardware. Do not mix and match. Look, real estate in Hawaii is a high-stakes game. You are paying for the view, but you are fighting the elements. Whether you are building your dream home or looking to buy one that will actually last, you need a broker who looks past the pretty paint and understands the bones of the house. I'm Jason Wong with Island Dragonfly. Don't let the salt win. Aloha.